Welcome back to Ready Controls. You have seen in the last video how we programmed a washer SFC. SFC is running fine. Right now we are in a spray pattern, but once it moved to fill step, you could see the machine is stuck in the fill step. How do we troubleshoot an SFC which is stuck in a step? Couple of ways. Let's look at the SFC, and if you look at it, it's stuck in fill tank. We can tell that because the fill tank step has a green border around it and it's waiting state. So based on what we know from SFCs, let's find out how to troubleshoot it. So there are a couple of ways to troubleshoot it. You could right click, go to cross-reference the fill tank, and cross-referencing the fill tank gives us some directions like what all is being used for that fill step. And interesting enough, the logic has something called a fill tank dot x that we're going to talk through it. But when I click this, based on the flow diagram here, we know we are waiting for the tank full signal for the sequencer to step from fill tank to heating. So we can right click, go to cross reference transition 01, and it will take us to this cross reference window, and we have destructive bit as destructive as yes. So we'll go here, and all it's telling me that hey, I'm just waiting on transition, but the actual way to troubleshoot is click on this tank underscore full, right click, which is an actual transition condition. So go to cross reference, then it will take us to the ladder logic, which has a condition for this tank signal to go full. And we always look at the destructive bit first, and destructive means it's pointing us to the place where the logic is changing the status of that signal or that bit. So we always look at Y, and we double click it, it will take us to this one. So what's happening here, this rung is not true because I have installed a blocker logic. Since the rung in condition is not true, this signal is not coming on. So that's how you troubleshoot. So if I go ahead and right click and toggle this one, the sequencer will now index to the next step once the timer is timed out. Once the tank filling timer is done, then now you could see the sequencer kept moving, right? So how do we add an alarm when this thing happens? When a step gets stuck, how do we add a required alarm? That's where the .x bit comes into picture. So each sequencer step has a .x bit. So you could right click, fill tank, and go to the local tags and just go to the fill tank step, and the fill tank step has a attribute called .x, and this attribute .x will be high when that step is active, right? And when that step is active, .x will be high, and the timer value, which is a .t timer, that keeps counting in milliseconds. So quickly we can add a logic where hey, when the fill step is active, we look at the status of .x bit being 1, and then we look at the .t bit, the timer, and we say if the bit sets for more than 2 minutes, we want to set an alarm. As you can see, the timer is timing. So what I will do right now is use my blocker bit to block the signal, so the sequencer gets stuck. Since the sequencer is stuck in the fill step, our timer .t keeps timing, and we can already see .x is high. So what I did is a simple logic here saying like, hey, when the fill step is active, which is .x, and the timer for the fill tank step being active, it's being timing. That's the .t value. I just used a move instruction to move, let me make it big. I just used a move instruction to move a preset of 2 minutes, which is 120,000 milliseconds. So the logic is simple. If the step is active and the .t element of the of that step, if it's greater than a timeout value, will do a timeout signal, and you could use this timeout signal in your logic to create an alarm, right? So what should we do if there is a timeout and we want to reset the sequencer? And that's where we use a SFR instruction. SFR instruction is a sequence SFC reset. We just need to give it the name of the SFC. In here, the SFC routine name is washer underscore SFC, and what step we want it to initialize to. Or once you push this button, where do you want the sequencer to go? So in here, I just said use initialize step. Let's look at this one. Let's show you the timeout. And you could put any conditions as your logic or your machine needs. So right now I have a fill tank timeout. I can use that as an alarm, and you could see the tank .t is timing until the step gets reset, and once the step becomes active, the .t goes away. This time will go back to 0 once we reset the step. So to reset this sequencer, now I know the sequencer is stuck because it's waiting on the tank fill or tank full signal. That's because we installed a blocker bit. So what I will do now is I'll go ahead and right click, toggle this SFC, and you could see the moment I toggled it, I initialized the sequencer to go to initialization step. That's why the .x bit went away. So just to put it side by side for you. So as you can see, the sequencer index to .step. Make sure you have some logic to toggle it back to 0, otherwise your sequencer will never start. So I go ahead and toggle it back. Now the sequencer went to fill tank, and the fill tank started timing. So once I do this, remove the blocker signal, our tank full signal should come on in 15 seconds, and the sequencer should index to heating step once this becomes 15. So that's how you troubleshoot an SFC. If it got stuck, please let me know how you troubleshoot an SFC. If you like this video and you think it added some value, please do like, share and subscribe, and put it in the comments what you want to learn more about SFCs, and I will make a video on that. Thank you.